increasing globalization and global supply chains, things can sometimes get complicated and require a strong quality management system to maintain control and traceability. As we mentioned before, each country has its own laws or standards used to implement cGMP. A company wanting to manufacture in a different country, or even sell products within a different country, must adhere to the cGMP rules and standards specific to that country or region. As an example, we will look at the global supply chain for our example product, a drug substance produced in Germany, pressed into tablets in Turkey, and put into its final packaging in Argentina to be sold in the United States. In such a situation, each activity has to comply with the laws within that country. Cross-borders example. For the first step, the API production and its export must comply with German and European laws and regulations. The tablet production must then comply with Turkish regulations and laws, but also comply to the mother company's quality requirements. For the next step in the supply chain, the packaging activities must comply with Argentinian regulations and laws. Remember, it must also comply with the company's quality requirements. In the final step, the product must be registered and approved by the FDA through a submission process of so-called dossiers. This will allow the product to be sold in the US market. Having a global network for the development of a product creates a very complicated quality and regulatory landscape, requiring a lot of quality assurance attention and alignments. In each of the stages of the development for our example product, each company must operate a comprehensive quality management system and be regularly audited by the mother company or external authority as part of their adherence to cGMP. Only companies with a strong quality understanding and a strong quality system are able to maintain such complex supply chains. Consequences of breaching GMP. At the beginning of this course, we discussed the importance of having a quality-first mindset for every company and employee active in the life science area. It is important to recognize that if pharmaceuticals and medical devices are not of the required quality standards, they can directly impact the health and safety of consumers and patients. Therefore, breaching GMP rules can have serious consequences for companies, including revoking licenses, production stops, product recalls, for example, pulling products away from the market or stores, monetary fines, or even criminal charges and jail time. Addressing potential risks before they become a problem can help companies prevent breaches that could result in the consequences shown previously. This risk-based approach is part of the key elements that make up GMP. To ensure that companies adhere to up-to-date quality standards, regular audits are conducted by specialized departments within a company and through national authorities. Examples of products covered by cGMP. It is not just medicines and drugs that are covered under cGMP. Medical devices under cGMP can include heart monitors, medical devices under cGMP can include heart monitors, thermometers, hearing aids, medical face masks, medical gloves, medical gowns. Personal care items covered under cGMP can include shampoo, conditioners, face cream, lotions, deodorant. Natural health products covered under cGMP can include herbal remedies, vitamins, traditional and homeopathic medicines, drugs and active ingredients. cGMP also covers medications including prescription and over-the-counter drugs. Also includes ingredients that make up the product. Cosmetics covered under cGMP can include makeup, creams, lotions, powders. Key elements of cGMP. Good manufacturing practice describes the minimum standard that a manufacturer must meet in their production processes. Any manufacturer of medicines intended for the market, no matter where in the world it is located, must comply with global and national cGMP guidelines. cGMP requires that products are of consistently high quality, are appropriate for their intended use, meet the requirements of the marketing authorization or clinical trial authorization. People and culture. A large part of the responsibility for ensuring the quality of medicinal products lies in the hands of staff. A company culture that centers around compliance and quality should be embedded into the mindset of every employee within this industry. Management and leaders are responsible for ensuring employees receive the right training that imparts both company culture and technical skills. Every job role within an cGXP company will require a set of experiences, training, or qualifications to ensure you have the required knowledge and practical experience to undertake a role, complete a certain task, or even sign off on a particular document. A good QMS ensures that every employee in the life science industry is qualified in the required activities before they are allowed to start their quality-related job or task. The training you receive will directly impact what is produced and what quality the customer receives. Therefore, training is an ongoing process, and as each process changes or a new process is implemented, you will receive ongoing training through the full cycle of your career in the life science industry.